First of all, I think work-life balance is a myth. I'm Rosemary, and we're here enjoying the mom conversations during the course of the month of March. And in case you have missed any of our previous episodes, please go ahead, check our timeline, check our stories, and you'll be able to catch up on what we have been talking about. Back to what I was saying. I think work-life balance is actually a myth. I think there's such a thing as work-life harmony. I believe more in work-life harmony that really looks at incorporating work into one's life to ensure that you're living a fulfilled, balanced, and rich life. A life that is satisfying and pleasing to God, but also pleasing to you, where you're having a good time and it's not just vibes, it's not just trying to act like some type of way in front of your friends, but you're genuinely enjoying who you are and who you're becoming. One of the things that has helped me during the course of my life the last few years is recognizing that the different responsibilities I have come together and create me, the Rosemary, as a person. I don't separate them. For example, I know that I'm a wife, I know that I'm a mother, I know that I'm a business owner, and all the other things that I am. I ensure that I set up different systems to help me win. So for example, even when I'm in a business meeting, I know that if my children are at school and maybe I'm called for an emergency, I am able to either dash out quickly and tend to that emergency, or we have people that are usually on standby to help us do that. What I'm really saying is, I have learned to move away from looking at my life as different blocks, but as one complete piece that comes together beautifully. And when I'm required to hold a certain position, I go ahead and do that, throw my weight there, and ensure that I actually get things done. Today, I'd like us to consider the lessons from a book called Oikonomics by Mike Breen and Ben Stark, which talks about the 5 capitals of life that will help us thrive both in business and in life. And these 5 capitals are the spiritual capital, the relational capital, the physical capital, the intellectual capital, and the financial capital. Yeah, you guessed it. The financial capital is the list of the capitals that we need to pursue in order for us to have a life that we can call a harmonized one. So it's important for us to pursue them in that regard and in that order, such that we're able to tap from each of those in order to build a harmonized life. So we'll look at them in brief today, and then you can either go and look for the book, read the book, or have conversations here and there, ask a question in the chat, and we'll be happy to respond and just help you as you walk this life of building one that is a bit more harmonized and where you're really thriving and enjoying your life. So we'll begin with the spiritual capital. As part of the spiritual capital, you're looking at growing in wisdom and power and drawing it from the creator of the universe. There's no way we'd be able to run and do the things that we do. And for me, who is a Christian, I really believe in the grace of God that He has so freely given to us. And we use that divine enablement to be able to get everything that we do done, the different facets of our lives, just because of tapping into the spiritual realm. So it's important that you find your anchor in your spirit, whatever you believe, but the spiritual realm, and that is where you'll draw wisdom and power. The second capital we're going to consider today is the relational capital. And the measure of this particular capital is our friends and family, ensuring that we have a great support system to help us win. And it's important that we value people, we value the people in our lives such that they're able to reciprocate and extend love towards us and have genuine relationship with them. In the past, it was really career for me, and I thought that I was really just, chasing my job, getting better at it, looking for money. I was never available for my friends, never really available for my family, until I realized that it's important to actually prioritize my family and friends, because this is the support system. When I retire, these are the people that I'm actually going to continue relating with. These are the clients that I have in my business. So it's important to value them, because without people, what are we really doing? The third capital we're looking at is the physical capital. And this looks at the energy and time we have available to invest, and it is measured in hours and minutes. This physical capital really looks at your ability to have, strength, physical strength, to be able to do the things that you need to do. I'm learning to actually incorporate exercise and workouts, things that I have struggled with for such a long time, such that I'm able to have the stamina that I need to run my business and to do all the things that I have in order to have a life of harmony. So it's important that you prioritize your health. If you like to go to the gym, you go to the gym. I personally prefer to do either road work or skipping at home, or just have, your regular workouts done. You know what the doctor recommends for you to have a healthy lifestyle, but also what you put in, what you eat is very, very important. Just like Dr. Kasenene said the other day, if your grandmother is not able to recognize what it is that you're eating, it's probably not good for you. So watch out, look at the sausages that you're eating, the cornflakes. Does your grandmother know cornflakes? Does your grandmother know spaghetti? I just had to throw that in there, because if we're going to live very healthy lives, let's say we take it to 120 years, we have to make sure that what we're putting into our bodies is going to enable us run this race with so much grace, but with so much energy and so much vigor until the end. The fourth capital out of the 5 that we're studying is the intellectual capital. And this looks at creativity and knowledge, and it is measured in concepts and ideas. It's important that you grow your intellectual capital. You're going to do so by reading books that are actually in line with the things that you're interested in, but also for you to become a master at your craft, you need to constantly read and look for resources. It could be podcasts, it could be teachings on YouTube, it could even be through mentors and friends, peers that are in your space, to constantly challenge yourself and expand your mind so that you're able to generate and just come up with different ideas and different concepts for you to grow in business, but also in the workplace. And finally, we're going to look at the financial capital, which looks at the medium of exchange for goods and services, and it's measured in shillings, in pounds, in euros, in dollars, whatever your currency might be. And here we're looking at creating an income, having a flow of money coming in. And you will make money by solving problems. So look around you and see what problem is it that you can actually solve to be able to make money. You could be living in an area where there are no very nice, tasty treats, and you could start a pastry shop. Or you might find that there are not so many books available for children to read. You could start a library. So there are very many different things. If you looked around, you'd be able to start, and then you would be able to earn some money to achieve your goals under the financial capital. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Please go ahead and share some feedback in the comment section. We'd like to know if this is helpful, if you've been able to implement a thing or two, and just get better. Moms out there, I'd like to call you to action. Just find that one thing that you can do differently, and let's just keep getting better every day, one step at a time. Remember, Rome wasn't built in one day. I'd like to send special shout outs and thanks to Motiek Interiors for giving us this space today. You can hook up with them on the contacts shared below. Thank you.